Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. My name is Raymond, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing of 3 expansions for Deep Rock Galactic, the board game by Mood Publishing. I have here the Korlok Tyrant-Weed expansion, the Goo From Above miniature expansion, and the bulk Detonator miniature expansion. And before I open up all of those boxes and show you the contents, I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. That really helps the channel a lot. And if you'd like to support what I do, there's also a Patreon page which you can find in the links below, and you can support me for as little as just €1 per month. And in return, you'll get your name in the credits as a supporter, early access to all of my videos, and also access to Patreon exclusive content. All right, let's open up these boxes. All right, let's start with the Goo From Above miniature expansion, which has these cool looking bugs with all the goo. And on the back, you can see, of course, the contents. There's 3 of these goo bombers, 2 menace miniatures, 6 plastic goo markers, and 6 cards. So let's have a closer look. All right, there we go. So we have a nice insert with a cover with the Deep Rock Galactic logo on it. We have the cards here, so let's take a look at these first. So right here we have the Goo From Above card right here, and What a Menace card. Place a goo bomber and a menace at certain exits and you increase the swarm threat by 1. So we have 2 of those cards. Then we have 2 of these cards, one for the goo bomber, of course, with their stats right there, and one for the menace, same thing, all the stats there. And then we have 2 of these creature cards, so one menacing goo and one hide and seek. So those are the 6 cards. And of course these markers are nice. They're not cardboard tokens, but they're these actual, I think it's glass or plastic. Yeah, this is plastic, but we have these nice looking plastic goo drops, which is nice and thematic for this game, I feel. That's pretty cool. And then of course the miniatures. So let's have a look at this guy here. Is Goo Bomber Menace. That looks really cool, nicely detailed. Look at the mouth there and the talons. That's pretty cool. The 6 little legs at the bottom there, really cool. Some armor on the top and these squishy parts on the bottom. That's a cool looking miniature. So you get 2 of those in this pack, and you get 3 of these goo bombers. That looks absolutely disgusting. This kind of flying beetle which just dumps all that goo on the ground there. Splash, which is a very clever way of keeping it airborne, making this an airborne miniature. Really nice. Look at that little face there, and one of those goo eggs is still there, ready to be splooched out. That's really cool. So yeah, nice and big chunky miniature, and you get 3 of those. Let's check out the other box. So here is the Korlok Tyrant-Weed miniature expansion with some nice art on the cover there. That looks really cool. And on the back, of course, we have all the contents. Vegetation from Hell, with a bit of a text here, a blurb, what this is about. You get 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, an extra tile, and some cards. So let's check that out in detail. All right, so again, nice insert with a plastic cover, which might be, oh, it has these little indentations on the sides, so it's snug. There's nothing underneath. So let me just put that back here. Let's take a look at the tile first. That looks really cool. Let's get that in focus. So there's a nice tile with these icons on it. It's not double-sided, so there's just this that you get. I'll put that to the side here, and we have 3 cards in here. So let me open that up. So there's 3 cards here, one for the Korlok Tyrant-Weed healing pod, one for the Sprout, and one for the Heart Clam. So let's have a look here. The Sprout, snap miniature, of course. Their stats are here. Special ability at the bottom, the healing pod, and finally the Heart Clam. Right, so that's the cards. Let's take a look at that miniature. Look at the Heart Clam here. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. This big man-eating plant. Got the roots on the sides there. The crystals inside. That's pretty cool. Looks very dangerous. So we have that. Then we have these things, these pods, which also look really nice. Yeah, healing pods. So you get 2 of those right in here. And you get 2 of these. That is also really cool looking. Very creepy. All the spikes, the viney bits, the mouth there. Nicely sculpted, very detailed. And you get 2 of those in this box. All right, and this can sit on top here. Let me see how that best fits. Like that. All right, let's have a look at the bulk detonator next. So here it is, the bulk detonator miniature, which is basically just that single miniature, but it's pretty big, so it needs its own box. Pretty tall box too. Pretty cool that they just made a separate box for that with all the art and everything. And here on the back, you can see it's the big boomer. So you get 1 miniature and 2 cards to go with it. And it has the rules also indicated here. When the bulk detonator is killed, roll 2 explosive dice and apply the effects to all life forms within 2 spaces of it. And then remove all stalagmites and cave walls adjacent to the bulk detonator. Crystals in the walls are left behind on the ground. It's pretty cool, so let's take a closer look. All right, so again, an insert with a nice lid with the Deep Rock Galactic logo on it. The cards, 2 cards here, one for the bulk detonator and one for these. So one with the stats here on the card. 1 killed, roll 2, range 2. And it's the big boomer. When you spawn it, place the bulk detonator at exit 1. So there you go, that's the 2 cards that you get. And then the mini itself, which is absolutely gigantic. Oh, that's really cool. Needs a double base, of course, because it's so big. This is the top. Look at all those bulbs and all the legs, the 3 and 3 on each side. Big insect legs and the 2 huge claws at the front. The mouth. That's super cool. That is absolutely hideous. And that thing will explode when you kill it. That is one awesome heckin' miniature. Super cool. Yep. All right, so that's all 3 miniature expansions for Deep Rock Galactic, the board game. Back in the box. So that was my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Please also check out my Patreon page by clicking the link in the description below or the icon at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.